This is gonna be the craziest sneaker unboxing you've ever seen from me. Oh. All right, so here's the deal. A couple weeks ago, I did a sneaker unboxing that featured this pair, a pair of New Balance that I bought from Stockx, bought them on my own, and had just a really good experience. They showed up a few days later. I unboxed them, and you guys could get them under retail. So then Stockx reached out and said, hey, wanna work together on a video? I said yes, but here's what I wanna do. I only wanna highlight shoes that are under retail. I don't wanna just unbox the most hyped up shoe at the moment. That's just not my style. I'd rather add some value and point you guys in the direction of some really good options, new releases, slept on drops, all under retail. So every single one of these is gonna be linked for you guys down in the description. And rather than me check them out first, I'm gonna unbox each pair. So this is gonna be crazy. I don't know what any of these are right now. I know what I ordered. These are all my own picks, but I don't know which is which right now. I like this box. I had no idea they were calling back to the old Jordan boxes with these. Wow. These are a model that I've been wanting to check out, and at the time that this order was placed, these were $49. I've never seen this model in person, so this is my first time checking them out, and wow, this box is awesome. I do like this colorway. This is definitely the best colorway that I've seen so far. So we have the Jordan Trunner OS SP. Immediately, I can feel how soft this midsole is. I've heard really good things about this model as far as comfort goes. And if you can get a pair of these for 50 bucks, maybe a little bit more after shipping, that's 50% off, and this model just dropped. These would actually go well with what I'm wearing today. Maybe I'll just toss them on right now just to get a feeling, just to get an idea of if these are crazy comfortable or not. I mean, when it comes to comfort, Jordans aren't really the most comfortable ones, although I wear them all the time. I'm wearing a pair of 6s right now. Maroon 6s, man. Oh, they are soft. Wow. It doesn't feel like a pair of Jordans. So we're starting off with the deep discount. This is a perfect fall colorway, and it's also the cheapest shoe on the list. Moving on here, these feel heavy. Oh, I know what these are. If you're like me and there are certain collabs that you just kind of wait on a little bit, thinking, hey, those may go under retail when people forget about them, this is that shoe for me. This is the one where I said, you know what? If people are sleeping on those in a few months, I'm gonna pull the trigger, and it's been more than a few months, but wow. I'm really excited for these. So, we have what I think is one of the more grown man Jordan sneaker releases of the year that a lot of people have definitely forgot about, moved on from, and this is my first time seeing them. A lot of hang tags here with inclusion of that Stockx joint. So we have the Air Jordan 3 Maniere Diffused Blue. The Diffused Blue is a matte finish. I didn't know that, but listen, I'm such a sucker for Air Jordan 3s, especially clean, grown colorways like this. I need to lace these up real quick. It's killing me. I just can't sit here and just have it be all willy-nilly. So if you've ever kept an eye on the shelf that I have here, you've seen these, the Maniere 5s, also in a diffused blue. But at the bottom here, we have the Jimmy Butler Air Jordan 6s, which are diffused blue as well. So this kind of completes the set, in my opinion. I think there's a couple other Jordans that have this color on them, but it's one of my favorites from Jordan brand, and they don't use it that often. So let's move on, but this is a pair that a lot of you guys have asked if I picked up or if I was going to pick up. The answer is yes, and I got them under retail, saved a little bit. Okay, next up, let's see what we got. I'll just say this. One of my favorite Air Force Ones ever, period. Top 3, and it's not number 3. I needed a freshie. Wheat Air Force Ones in the fall, absolutely a must. Here's a quick side-by-side with an older version. So they do look a little bit different. These are about 3 or 4 years old, and this newer version hasn't been worn yet, so maybe that'll change. I've worn these a ton. If you are someone that just wants to set it and forget it, as far as your fall shoes go, and you just want a pair that's gonna go with everything. Any flannel you throw on, any jacket, anything in the fall, and you want a pair of shoes that's gonna go with it, right here. They do fit a little bit big as far as sizing goes. Most of my Air Force Ones, I tend to go a half size down. And right now in stores, they retail for $130, I believe. You can get them for much less than that. They're gonna be linked for you guys down in the description. Okay, moving on. Oh, okay. So this is gonna be my first look at these. I was shocked to see that these were under retail. Under retail. I believe these are gonna retail for $230. These are gonna be shining, no pun intended. Wow. I did not think these were gonna be as smooth as they'll look right now. There we go. The Air Jordan 11 Rare Air. These are not as flashy as I thought they were gonna be. Well, patent leather obviously reflects a lot, so there's no way around that, but the blue is a little bit darker than I thought. Check out the outsole, nice little combination of fire red and deep blue. These are just a lot more subdued than I was expecting. So the white is a sail, so it's not that flashy pure white. Same thing with the laces, you can see that sail. I like that the translucent outsole is not icy. As you can see, we've got that addition of the Jordan letters there. If I'm being totally honest with you, I think I would like these more if that wasn't on there, but it's not make or break. I may grow to like it, I'm not sure. We have more great stuff to get into, but these have not released yet and you can already get them. So if you want to secure your pair, the link down in the description will help you do that, but hold on, we got more pairs to unbox. Real quick, I just want to mention these as well. They're on the list because they have to be. I already did an unboxing video on them. If you saw them, this is only going to be like 20 seconds, but this pair is even cheaper now. It's crazy. It's crazy. Somebody told me that they got a bid accepted for $130 on the Action Bronson 990 V6 Amazonia. I've shown them to you so many times and I continue to do so, but I just had to mention it, had to put them on this list because if you can get these for 50% off, bidding is a huge part about Stockx. So if you see these and you want to place a bid for a little bit lower than what you see there, go for it. Next. What do we got in here? What do we got in here? Looks like some Air Max maybe? Under retail? Levi's Nike Air Max? Yep. Are you kidding me? If you can get these even $1 under retail, that's a win, in my opinion. With the gum bottoms, these are just incredible. I'm so hyped on these right now. It's the big bubble, so it's the newer version of the Nike Air Max 95s, and I've always wanted a white pair of 95s, but I knew that the older versions didn't fit that well, and I thought that they were kind of boring, but these add so much character. These are so much better than just a basic white pair of Air Max 95s. We get the red laces as well, but I think I'm just gonna keep the whites in there. So another collaboration that if you waited just a little bit, you can get them for retail, if not just below. This is gonna be one of those pairs that I think gets expensive over time. That's just my guess. I'm super excited. Now I need to get the black pair to kind of complete the set. Let's keep it moving. Let me know if you guys got any of the Levi's Air Max collab. All right, it's gonna be hard to top that one, but let's try. Oh yeah, I forgot. These just dropped and you can already get them under retail. I mean, we see so many sneaker releases that there are just gonna be pairs that get forgotten about relatively quickly, and these are in stores right now. You can get them, but the beauty of Stockx is that they carry 12.5, which is a super hard size to find, especially, you know, if you go into a Finish Line or a JD Sports or a Foot Locker, they tend to not have 12.5. So I'm super excited to have these. The Nike Air Diamond Turf must be the money. These look so great and they're unlike any of the other colorways that have dropped. Now they get their nickname from Deion Sanders' short-lived music career, and he dropped a song, Must Be the Money. It's a banger. It's a banger still to this day. I still listen to it every once in a while. So I'm happy to have these for that reason. And then in addition, they just look smooth. At this point, I don't fault anyone for being a smart shopper and weighing all their options. So if you can get these for under $100 and retail price is $150 or whatever, I can't blame you. I don't know, could I have gotten away with going true to size? Not sure. I probably could have gotten away with a true size 12, but I don't know. So surprisingly, my first pair of diamond turfs right here, the emeralds are gonna be next. We got more to get into, let's do it. And then another pair of Jordans that is on the list. I bought these recently, I paid full retail, but they are now under retail. They're right around $150, if not cheaper. Great price if you're into Jordan 12s. I really wanted to get these because again, I like navies and I like blues on my Jordans like I've shown you guys a few times. If you held out and you wanted to save 60 or 70 bucks on the French blue 12s, you can do that now. This would be a good pick in my opinion. This is a solid shoe. They're a sleeper Air Jordan release in 2025. I really am glad that I got these. I've worn them a bunch and I think that they're one of the more comfortable Jordan retro sneakers, period. I really like 12s. This pair in particular just works well with my feet. Next up, we have a pair of Adidas that honestly, I was shocked to see how cheap these were. Resale prices completely fell off a cliff and a lot of you probably forgot about this release. It kind of got overshadowed by a 3D printed shoe that Nike put out, but Adidas also put one out first. And check out that packaging. That is pretty crazy. So in this bag, we have a pretty special pair. The Adidas Climacool. These are completely 3D printed. Totally different than any shoe that you're gonna see out there right now. So if you're interested in what's happening right now with 3D printed shoes and you don't wanna pay $1,000 for Nike's version, this right here, under 100 bucks, really a solid option. There's a bunch of different colorways now, even some that have a tongue, but this slip-on option, pretty cool, and it's cheap. Okay, last pair. The sun is shining in, so this just has to be a good pair. And before I unbox these, I wanted to let you guys know that Stockx has a new overnight shipping feature. So yes, if you see any shoes online right now through the links down in the description and you want that shoe tomorrow, whether you're going somewhere, maybe you guys are going to Complex Con, which is actually happening this weekend, so something like that. So yes, you order it at like 2 o'clock on a Tuesday, you're gonna get it the next day, Wednesday. Let's dive into this pair though. I was waiting to see these. This pair released today. It is just wild to me that we are at a point where you can get a new drop under retail. And these are like well under retail right now. It is crazy. I think that this is one of the best fall colorways I've seen on a Jordan. You know, if you like the Air Jordan 4 Undefeated, you will like these as well. And these are nice. These are really nice. Similar to the Maniere 3s, these kind of have a grown man vibe to them. So we have the Air Jordan 3 Medium Olive. Really nice materials on here. Honestly, these are a lot nicer than I thought they were gonna be. I kind of get Nike SB vibes with that gum bottom. I really wonder what the story is behind these. Was this originally a Nike SB color? Because it's only a matter of time until we see an Air Jordan 3 SB. I mean, it makes so much sense. I don't think these come with extra laces, but if there was ever a shoe that is just dying for a lace swap, this is it. And you get the Nike Air on the back. What a nice touch. These are really a great release. And you don't necessarily have to go break in the bank for a pair because Jordans are $215 now. I believe that's what the retail price was on these, $215. That's a lot for a pair. So if this is one that you were waiting for it to get marked down, you were waiting for it to go on sale, you don't have to wait. So we unboxed some incredible shoes in this one. Thank you to Stockx for being a good partner and just letting me do my thing. I really do appreciate it. And I'm happy I got to highlight all under retail pairs. So again, link down in the description and in the comments is gonna be all of these shoes. No pun intended. Do me a favor. Make sure you subscribe. Subscribe before you get out of here. Hit that thumbs up, even if you don't go ahead and grab any pairs. I appreciate you guys. Everything is linked for you down in the description. I'll catch you next time. Peace.